Well, Noel, thanks for the chat. I just wanted to start with mentioning people talk about an international break a lot. Is there such a thing these days? The men's has been, the women's are playing around the Nations League. There's youth games going on at all levels. Is it 24/7 around here?
It feels that. It feels that we're really focused on getting teams out there playing, but it's good. I mean, everything is going in the right direction. We've just come out of a really successful men's camp, of course. And then today we had the women's national team here. They've just taken off, or they're on the way to Cardiff Airport to take off to Germany and on to Denmark. So it's non-stop here. I mean, there's over 100 internationals a year we're playing at this stage, but everything goes in the right direction, and it's a lot of work, I have to say that. I mean, you see a lot of footballers around here and a lot of matches, but that's what we're here for, is to bring Wales to the world, to make sure that everyone knows who Cymru are and that we're operating at the highest levels. You
mentioned the men's team. Lots to discuss, but can I remind you, you called it, you did an interview for Sgorio, Cardiff City Stadium, you said something about what's going on, but we'll have Croatia here on that Sunday night. It could be a massive night in front of these fans. You did well there.
Well, it was an amazing night. I remember the Ukraine game, of course. The Austrian-Ukraine games were special for anybody who was there. There's something about Cardiff City Stadium, I just don't know what it is, but you just get this sense that it's so hard to beat us there, especially at night time. The Armenia game was a bit bright that day, I think, but at night time under the lights, when you've got Zombie Nation and you've got this sense, I mean, even when Croatia got their goal against us, you still felt that we were really in control the other night. It felt like that to me anyway. That stadium does something special for us. I think that, just to clarify, we always want to play at Cardiff City Stadium. We'd like to bring the team around if we can, so I thought going to Wrexham was a really nice thing to do. We really enjoyed going up to the Goggled. The women's team playing Swansea, for example, in December against Germany. So bringing around the country is great, but I think we're just a real force to be reckoned with in Cardiff City Stadium.
It was some performance, massive result. There was so much going on before the game as well, with the build-up, with the manager, and all that. You know, have you spoken to Robert Page?
Yeah,
since?
We had a good chat. Basically, we just sat down, had a coffee up in Wrexham, and our president Steve Williams was with us, who said, you know, let's sit down, have a chat together. We had a lovely chat, I would say, and you know, Rob made a few points, and we made a few points, and we agreed everything together. And it was a very positive, productive discussion, you know, as it should be. Like, we're all trying to do the same thing. We just want Cymru to win and to be successful and to grow and to get better and all the things. I mean, it's really healthy debate, I suppose. It's just, I suppose, how things were done. I mean, that tabloid story was really unhelpful for us. It was complete baloney that was in the story. So it was a shock to us. As I say, we were flat-footed as much as anybody. And then you just wanted everyone to focus on getting the performance, the result they got against Croatia. But again, it was a great weekend for the FAW. It was a great weekend for Welsh football, and Rob has done a terrific job in the transition. Rob enjoys full support here of the FAW in his work. I think he's doing a terrific job. We're going into the final window with a real fighting chance now of qualifying automatically for our third Euros out of 3. So these are great days for Welsh football. And it was just regrettable, I suppose, that you had a tabloid that dropped that thing in so late. What for me was kind of annoying really was this Together Stronger, which is really important to us. It kind of undermined that leading into a massive match, and as I say, the timing was, you know, terrible, because that creates maximum damage. But
it did seem to cause a split, as you say, because the players came out publicly saying this, they speak about outside noise. They were talking about noise from within the organisation. Robert Page seems to get very emotional, you know, so it did seem to cause an issue.
It caught us completely flat-footed, as I would say. We were surprised as anybody to see the tabloid story, and it was regrettable.
Where do you think these stories come from?
I could not tell you. I could not tell you. I mean, you know, when I saw it on the Friday night, I said, what can you say about it? There's no truth in the story. So it came from nowhere. It came left field to us, and trying to react to that leading into a match, I mean, you can actually make it worse then, because if you come out and talk to the players and talk to the manager and all that stuff leading into a match, it's a very sensitive time with high-performing athletes. So, look, it was regrettable. I mean, the team performed fantastically. They really are clearly huge supporters of Rob and what they're all trying to do together. So when I saw the players supporting the manager, that's what you want to see. I'd much prefer they were supporting the manager than anything else, because that's what we want as supporters of the side, and you know, that Together Stronger, you can see they're a really united group, and that's why you get performances like you saw against Croatia, and going to Latvia, another very good performance, a 2-0 win. So, but just to be really, really clear, the FAW fully support Rob leading into the World Cup, having qualified us there. we went to Rob and agreed a 4-year contract. And that was to, because we could see what he was trying to do, we had a good discussion about the future. We knew the transition of the team would have the odd bump in the road. The whole organisation will have bumps in the road, but we've got a strategy, our Wales, to deliver. He had a strategy with his backroom team for it. I mean, as a high-performance organisation, we keep looking to see how do we improve, how do we make this, the boat go faster, if you will. So every camp we sit down together, we look at how we're doing things and how do we get better. And I mean, we're really happy with the direction of travel of the team. I think Rob has transitioned the team even faster than we thought. I mean, Jordan James, for example, what a magnificent 2 performances from him, and right throughout the side. I mean, like Kiefer Moore the other night, Brooksy, it's just one after the other. They're performing really highly. So the support of Rob is very strong, and we just hope we continue.
Review, because I've quoted some of the players. I'll quote what you said after the game at Wrexham. Everything's under review. We'll have a more serious review after the Armenian-Turkey games, because then everything will be settled. Do you think when they hear the word review, they're thinking about the manager, but the review is about everything?
We do reviews on and off the pitch all the time. So when we review things, it's not just about how we play, it's how we operate as an organisation. So it could be how we've done in terms of our marketing or our communications or the logistics around it. So every camp we do a sit down and we look at what's worked really well, how do we make them things better, or if something hasn't worked so well. So just to be really, really clear, when we talk about review, we review everything here all the time. So I'm sorry if there was any, miscommunication around that I suppose. But we do, and we're very happy with how things.
What's interesting as well is because people hear that, they hear review. You also said we're not like one of these football clubs that keep changing things all the time, knee-jerk stuff. Yeah. That's not us. Yeah. It's funny, some things get picked up on, other things just disappear into the noise. Yeah,
exactly. Look, we have values here, family, respect and excellence. Over the years, long before I was here, they had built up this really great togetherness, and we talk about together stronger. That must be protected, and the values of Welsh football, what makes us stronger is being together. So trying to work through everything together is a good thing. Sometimes you can go through something where there's a bump in the road, you work things through together, and you come out stronger on the other side. And that's what we'll do. We're going into this really exciting camp in November, which I think everybody who can see the Turkey game is completely sold out. The interest around the match is absolutely massive, but obviously there's a job to do in Armenia first, and hopefully we can get a good result in Armenia following the difficult result we had here in the summertime. But look, I mean, we're all very much together stronger here, and we look forward to November camp, and as Rob has our full backing.
What doesn't change though, high performance stuff, we still need to qualify. We still need to win. I know the manager, I'm sure he'd love to hear the fact that everybody's backing him, but we still need to get those results, I guess. That doesn't change. Yeah,
I suppose the team is in such transition. I mean, as I say, when you take out some of the big players that we've had, you've got to give people time to have the best crack they can. And like, I know from talking to Rob, what he would say to you is he just wants the fairest crack you can give. I mean, he's got the job, he's got the long-term agreement with us to lead the team forward. So you've got to give him every opportunity to be successful. We also have a job to provide him with the tools he needs, so whether it's backroom team or support in different areas. But we all have to work together, we have to communicate well together, and when we're together, we're very difficult to beat.